Reb Nosson continues and begins to speak about the process of getting dressed. And the Shulchan Aruch tells us famously that when we're getting dressed, when we're putting on our shoes, we should, if they're shoes that can be tied, we should first untie the right shoe and then untie the left shoe when we're untying them if they're still tied from the previous day. And then we are supposed to put on the right shoe first, and then the left shoe first, and then tie the left shoe, and then to tie the right shoe. And Reb Nosson explains this all in the context of what we've been learning about waking up and finding our good points. Reb Nosson says that the right side is the side of Tov, the side of Avram Avinu, the side of the morning, the side of waking up, the side of being able to find that shining point that, like we mentioned in the previous recordings, where it says, Ani Yeshena, on the outside, I'm sleeping, but v'libi er, but there's a part of me that's still good. There's a part of me that's still awake. Or the different pasuk that we used also to reflect this idea, Shchoira Ani, on the outside, I may look like I'm darkened, but Vinava, but I still have that beautiful aspect. And that's the side of the right. And that's why everything that we do in the morning is going to favor the right. We should always, always favor the right. And this is the aspect of putting on our right shoe first, because this is fortifying our consciousness literally as we're getting dressed, even in such a low place like the shoe. But a person is reminding themselves, I have a good point inside of me. And ultimately, Reb Nosson says that the ultimate garments that we're getting dressed in order, hopefully we're going to shul, we're putting on talis and tefillin for the men. So that's also an aspect of a garment. And those garments are the aspect of the pasuk that says Yisrael asher b'cha espa'er. Yisrael, the Jewish nation, HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, in whom I take pride. Hashem has tremendous pride in each and every Jew and each and every member of the Jewish nation, irrespective of what they're going through, no matter how much Shchoira Ani they look like on the outside, Shchoira Ani, like we learned b'maaseh Egel, Navani b'maaseh Mishkan. Everybody has their sweet holy point that they're contributing, and that's the aspect of the pe'er. Tefillin are called pe'er tachas efer. We have this incredible splendor, like a crown that we're able to wear on our heads, which is an aspect of levush. And where does that levush come from? What side? In holiness, obviously, that levush comes from the side of the right. And that's also this aspect of tzitzis, tefillin, that we're going to shul to put them on. They're an aspect of pe'er, which is the hisparus, which is the pride, which is the love that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has for each and every Jew. Then Reb Nosson says that this is the secret of all the Birchas HaShachar. If you pay attention and you think about it in this way, from this perspective of wakefulness, of finding our good points, says Reb Nosson, now you can understand the whole thing. That first we're saying that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is Mavdil ben Yom uven Laila. We say that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gives us Hanois and Lesech vivina. He gives the heart or the rooster, but he gives us the capacity to be Mavdil, to make the distinction, to be Mavchin ben Yom and Laila. What's that? That's night and day, or day and night. And that's the aspect of recognizing that no matter how dark it looks in my life, no matter how much I've fallen asleep, no matter how much the Yetzer Hara is trying to make me give up on myself, but I'm able to make a distinction and say, yes, I have a Yetzer Hara, but that's not me. That's the Satan. That's this completely external force, the Nachash in Gan Eden, that's trying to pretend as if he's a part of me, but he's not. It's something completely different. These are not my struggles. These are someone else's struggles. This is the Satan's thing. This is I'm just carrying the sins of the whole world. You know, Am Yisrael is like the Messianic nation, just like it says, V'hu Nasa. Right, Mechaylo mipshaenu. The pasuk says, right, as Chet Rabim Nisa. I think the pasuk says that Mashiach carries the sins of the Rabim. So all of Am Yisrael is busy suffering with all the problems of the Umas Olam, and it comes and affects us and it afflicts us, but it's not us. It's something external. It's the Nachash that comes to affect us and inflict us with his venom and his wounds, and to inject that within us. And so we have to remember, this is not who I am. I'm able to be mavdil bein yoim uven laila. I'm able to make a separation and say that on the outside it looks like shchayrani, but the truth is that I am Nava. I'm wearing tefillin. I was magbir. I was increasing the energy of the good over the bad by putting on my clothing properly, favoring the side of Chesed, the side of Avram, the side of the morning. Vayashkim Avram baboiker. That's really who I am. So I'm making a distinction between the day and the night. And then we say, Shaloi Asani Goy. We thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You made me a Jew. You made me a part of your firstborn nation. That I have a mission in this world. I carry a part of you in myself. Shaloi Nasas as what's the pasuk? Yeah. I'm not carrying your soul, nafshi, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I'm not carrying your soul inside of me, l'shav, for nothing. I'm mamish a part of you. I'm bringing your energy into the world. What a privilege. That's my nekuda tova, that I'm a chelek alikami mal, that I mamish have your spirit inside of me. Unbelievable. And that's shalei asani goy. And then we say, shalei asani aved. I'm not enslaved. I'm free. I'm mamish a free person because I have that part of me that no matter what's going on outside and no matter how much I feel like I'm stuck in the clutches of the nachash of the Yetzer Hara, the etzem, in essence, I'm free. And then we go on, we say, Pakeach ivrim, mater asurim, zoikiv kefufim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you helped me open my eyes and see my goodness. Zoikiv kefufim, I was bent over, but now I see I'm holy. I have that part of me that's upright, that part of me that's always yashar. And you freed me, Mater Hasurim, I'm free. And then at the end of the brachos, all of which really allude to this in one way or another, we thank HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Amaver Sheina Me'eno Snuma Ma'afapai. Thank you for erasing the tiredness. Thank you for helping me wake up. Thank you. And how do we end that bracha? Hagoyim al chasadim tovim la'ama Yisrael. Chasadim tovim. What's chasadim tovim? Well, that's already the energy of the kindness with which you already brought into your life when you were just getting dressed, which is always to favor the side of chesed. Hagoyim al chasadim tovim. That HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you've put chasadim inside of me. You've put that goodness. You've given me the ability, Pakeach Ivrim, you've opened my eyes that I'm able to recognize that spark of holiness that I have inside of me. Thank you for giving me that goodness. Hagoyim al chasadim tovim la'ama Yisrael. You've woken me up, Pakeach Ivrim. My eyes are open. I'm able to see the truth. I'm able to be mavdil between Yom and Laila. I'm able to break free, Mater Asurim. I'm able to stand up straight, Zoikiv Kefufim. I'm able to recognize Shalei Asani Goy, that no matter what's going on the outside, I'm a chelik alekami mal. And that's really, according to Reb Nosson, the panemius of this whole process of waking up from the very beginning and throughout davening, which we've started to discuss, and getting dressed, and the Birchas HaShachar. It's all for this. Imagine if that's the way that we engaged in Halacha, in the morning, like davening, and it was all just to tell us how precious we are, how sweet we are. Imagine starting your day this way. You don't have to imagine it. You could do it. You could do it. This is what Halacha was meant to be. And Ashreinu that we're taking this journey together. This is just the very beginning. You know, Reb Nosson has thousands of pages on all Dalet Chalkei Shulchan Aruch, and it brings the whole thing to life. Ashreinu Matov Chalkeinu. I hope you're enjoying, and make sure to spread the word. If you can think of anybody who might appreciate these recordings as well, feel free to share the link with them to the chat, and let's help Am Yisrael wake up to the sweetness that they have inside of them, wake up to the depth of the Torah, wake up to Halacha as a program of immersive spiritual. Ani habe vi'ata ha'av sheli shekol kach ohev oti ha'av sheli melech chai v'kayam al kol neshima she'ani